back. The time is now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NUFC Talk TV, another late night show, another late night discussion on all things Newcastle United, the music in the background, rocking and rolling. Are you ready? By the way, great rest in peace to the legend, to the myth, to the rock and roll legend, Ozzy Osbourne. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. For Marston Green, Warwickshire. How you say it?
Never mind that.
Never mind that. But that's from the Midlands,
Ryan
right?
Johnson.
I know that, of course, you know. But we need to do. Hey, let me tell you something. That tifo that Aston Villa did for Ozzy, we need to do that now. War flags, come on. We need to do that. Well, I mean, Brian Johnson is not.
Ozzy Osbourne? Are you kidding?
No, I'm not. I'm talking for Brian Johnson, fool.
Oh yeah.
Come on now. Well, eventually, what do you mean eventually? The man is only almost 80, so we're running out of time. Come on now. We got to do that for Mr. Brian Johnson, because, you know, we got to honor the legends that, well, I mean, isn't a football legend by any means.
Not at all.
Well, no football legend by any means, but he is a pro majority, and he is a Toon fan. So we need to get him a tifo like that. But you seen the tifo of Ozzy Osbourne at Villa Park? I mean, that looks sick, man. That is crazy of him doing that, you know, with the glasses. So, R.I.P. to the legend. I'm a rock and roll fan, so, you know, heavy rock, heavy metal fan. So, hard rock is some would call it. So, rest in peace. Very good, very advocate for Villa and very strong football fan. So, he's gone. He's gone now. How old are you, man? Because he was 76.
He's a bit older than me. I'm 72.
Just a bit, mate. Man, just a bit. You gotta take care of yourself now, man. Stop getting angry like you did over the weekend, man.
Well, I'm back in on that. 1v3 yet again.
Yeah. And by the way,
I can handle it.
Hell Fox giving us the rock sign. Everybody in the chat, come on, give us a rock sign for the legend Ozzy Osbourne, and also our legend Brian Johnson, who lives in Florida, but, you know, it's a little bit too cold for him now. When you get old, man,
regularly.
He does go back home, and he's still rocking and rolling. He just did a tour in America. I was going to go to the tour in Nashville, but guess what? I got tornadoed out of the place, so they canceled it for the next day. And I thought, man, because, you know, I had to drive like 5 hours. So I thought, man, ain't no way I'm coming back again. It's for a reason, you know, so I missed it. That would have been my first time. Go on, man.
Chris, can I quickly say something? I just want to say, by the way, people don't know. I'm not saying, obviously, what we do is pantomime, because obviously it's primetime action here, baby. But just to say, people that don't know, me and Win are actually cool. We're friends. So when we're going at it, it's just football.
Oh,
like.
yeah, ain't nothing but no.
People in the chat, they don't know, innit? They don't know. So
same with Bogey, by the way. Same with Bogey.
Yeah,
100%. It's all banter, and no, but people take it serious though, man.
But by the way, it isn't contrived, because I have my feelings and they have their feelings, and that's just the way it is. That's what football's all about.
When the show's finished, we'll all look after Win to make sure he's okay.
Well, we have those very, very, very strong, you know, thoughts and point of view. There you go, the rock signs in the chat.
In no bad feeling whatsoever.
No bad feeling. Listen, when we turn the camera off, we go about our business. The lads usually stay on and chat for a long time after the show. I got kids to take care of, so I gotta go, you know, always get the kids and stuff. But welcome to NUFC Talk TV. Let's talk about the tune, shall we? As depressing as it can be. Mighty Win thinks everything is happy, you know, great. It's not depressing at all.
What's depressing, for God's sake, man?
Our transfer window. We keep going at it once again over and over.
It's
window.
not brilliant. I'm not trying to say it's brilliant, but it's certainly not depressing.
Hey, Sir Galahad said, bedwetters versus happy clapper isn't real. Well, by the way, we're gonna have a show on that.
Three bedwetters, one happy clapper.
Well, that just means
I can handle them.
That just means the majority wins, man. You know, the majority win. By the way, and I did you a favor that debate show, because I didn't show the poll at the end, because it was criminal, man. Yeah. I mean, you were knackered when I didn't want to show you that because I knew you were going to be. You would be.
Because all these polls are what you decide the polls would have
No.
been.
Is our recruitment fit for purpose? It was plain and simple. Yes or no? People voted 80%. Hell to the no. I mean,
And I would say no as well.
no. Oh, here we go, man.
We are
Here we
not.
go.
Oh, now you play both sides of the argument again, man. The king of you're like a cat, man. You always fall on your feet, man. That's unbelievable to me. You
Correct.
never lose an argument because you're always on both sides. Thank you to Johnny
Funny.
and UFC. Appreciate you, mate. Sick of this window now. Low balling is unreal. We needed to pay more money or lose the player. So okay, let's talk about Wissa then, shall we? And by the way, please follow us on NUFC Talk TV at NUFC Talk TV on X. We put news there as well as at RCM Football Net, where we put up Premier League football. And by the way, at the end of the show, you'll be redirected to the Premier League roundup as well as just like we did yesterday. So please subscribe to our RCM Football Network. All right. So Newcastle United's opening bid for approximately £25 million for Yoane Wissa has been rejected by Brentford, per David Ornstein. However, talks are still ongoing and personal terms are not expected to be an issue for both sides, meaning both teams in the conversation. See, people repost this and say, some happy clappers repost this and say there's not going to be no issues with the personal terms. But they don't post the part where it says there's going to be no issues with personal terms for both Spurs and Newcastle, meaning the player is open to go to either club. And when you lowball like that, it takes Spurs to say, whoa, 25? Well, I can do 35. 35, Brentford, what do you think? Sold. And Mighty Win will tell us, oh, it's all right, man. Now we're going to go to the fourth target, to the fourth, to the low. But we should have just started. We should have just aimed for the fourth, fifth target. So go on, then Win. Go on.
Wissa is right now our fifth.
Well, I don't know if you're trying to help your argument, but okay.
We've missed out on Delap.
There you go.
We've missed out on Pedro.
Different positions, though, aren't they?
Eh?
I mean, I don't see a Wissa being a Delap, for example. But I get you. An
Send
attacker.
that forward.
I don't know. Okay, that's fine. Yo, go on.
Right, so we've missed out on Delap, João Pedro, and Buemo, Ekitike. So now we're going for Wissa, who, in my opinion, would be a definite improvement to the squad.
I could agree.
But would Wissa be as good an improvement to the squad, given his age and his African Cup of Nations, as would Delap, Joe, or Ekitike? No, he wouldn't.
Wissa,
So we've gone for.
I just can't believe it.
We're working our way down the list.
And by the way, that's on one position.
Are you telling me Wissa's a bad signing?
No, not at all. I'm
Right.
saying
Okay.
pay what you need to pay to close the deal. That's it. Stop pissing about. Stop pissing around, man, around the bush. Buy him. Because Spurs is right there, lurking.
Right.
So what are we talking about?
And if Spurs, would you pay £50 million for Wissa?
I don't know. But if they pay 35, that's a lot better than
I'm
what
asking you. Would you?
£50 million, that would be stretching it. I would probably I would probably go 40 max, and that's it. If that's because I am willing to overpay at the moment.
That is apparently what Brentford,
Want.
who hold all the cards now.
Of course.
They've got the Mbeumo money. They don't need any money. Would you just say, go get him, instead of going to what may be number 6 on the list?
Why would we keep going
don't
lower
know
in
who it
value,
is.
man?
We don't know who it is.
At this point, it's going to be anybody from our chat.
But if, for example, It was a Sesko, and you've blown your 50 million.
Well, first of all, Sesko should be above Wissa, if anything.
Yeah.
So why can't we go to Sesko? I mean, don't you understand? Win. The more you talk, the more you tie your feet up, man. Come on,
Who says that we aren't going for Sesko?
mate.
And that we've shoved, you've been talking about doing multiple deals at once. Who's to say we aren't going for Sesko? Because there's multiple reports by Fabrizio and everybody
About
saying
Newcastle and
that
Sesko.
saying that we are interested.
No,
in
no.
Sesko.
Where have you seen that? I want to know. I want to know. Please, anybody corroborate this fact check? We need a fact check.
Multiple.
We need a fact check.
I'll get it in a minute when somebody else.
Okay,
is
well,
talking.
you finish up, man, because the other folks want to talk to.
But would you rather blow more money than he's worth on Wissa, or keep your powder dry for Sesko? Now, listen, if we could get Wissa for 25 million, we could probably do both.
Mate, you're
We're
not
going to get
to.
Wissa for 25 million.
So what are we talking? If you know that, then why are we doing that? Listen, let me take a break, man.
You've been arguing for the past couple of weeks that we should be going for multiple targets at the same time.
Mate,
So if we go straight in with 50 million for Wissa and they say yes,
when I mean multiple targets,
and then Sesko comes out and says, "Well, I would have went to Newcastle,
yeah,
and we know we could have got him by 60 million."
When I say, let me clarify something, and then we'll go to Jefferson and Boki. When I say we need to work on multiple targets, doesn't mean that we need to go for to work on negotiate for five.
Do we need to bid?
Can I finish my point? Can I finish my point? I'm trying not to keep a civil conversation, not to have fans, riled up and thinking that we're fighting for real. So, my theory is that we should never. We should negotiate for multiple targets. It doesn't mean that we need to negotiate for 5 strikers all at once. Because again, your problem, what you mentioned is an obvious thing. So what I mean is negotiate for a midfielder, for a center back, for a striker, and for whatever other position you need, all at once. Because one doesn't have anything to do with the other. You signing a center back won't matter if you sign Sesko or Wissa. That is my thing. Now, okay, let me go to Jefferson. Jefferson,
This is the
hold on. Hey, listen, it's not a debate between me and you.
Very same person who was saying on last Thursday, forget about going for goalkeeper, centre half, go and get a striker.
I never said that.
Yeah, you did.
No, pull the video. Pull the clip.
I've got receipts.
Fact check. When they fact check, where's the
I've
receipts?
got lots of receipts.
If you're going to defame me, you better bring the receipts, or we'll see each other in court. Jefferson, Jefferson. So, I mean, listen, 25 million for Wissa. I mean, nobody in their right mind thought this was going to be approved.
If you want me to be honest, I think we're very, very desperate now because at this point, this is going to be 29 in September. So, number one, is he Champions League quality? Being Premier League quality and Champions League quality is another thing. The other thing is I haven't really heard of any other sides apart from potentially Spurs, and that's because of the manager link interested in him. So that actually tells you a lot as well about if other teams covet the player. And I think we've got so desperate where we're just desperate to get players in, we'll be snapping our hands off at this when actually I think we should be doing way more extensive scouting. For example, I've talked about it historically. If you're looking for a bargain would be the Georgian striker at Lyon. We know Lyon are desperate for money. That could be cheap. Another one is, I've talked about it, Victor Boniface so many times because there's a rough diamond there where you're not just signing someone who's 28, 29, 30, and then what happens in 2 years' time, you've got someone who you can coach and build up, happily play as number 2, because it's looking more inevitable that Isak's going to go at some point. You've got someone that steps in. So in other words, what I'm saying is, where is the strategy? It just looks very desperate. We've gone Premier League proven again. And my point is, these guys in Eddie's recruitment team are stealing a living because you're literally looking to sign players that we can all watch on Match of the Day, right? Which for those of you
Well,
who aren't from the UK, it's
yeah,
our weekly Premier League highlights program. So
well,
listen, I think anything
During
above
the season.
35 for me is a robbery, because once I know we did it before with Chris Wood, right? But that was desperate times. I still think there's enough time if we do our due diligence, we can get a proper player in, because I think he's 5'7", 5'8". That's not a centre forward for me. That's not a centre forward. So yes, he can play in other areas, but I think if we're going to get a player from Brentford, I'd rather get Mikel Damsgaard, who can play left centre midfield, left wing forward, and potentially, an attacking midfielder. So if we're going to spend that kind of money, there are other options in my opinion, better options. But I feel we are acting a little bit desperate here.
Interesting. Interesting. Thank you for the super chat of Jordy Dan. Thank you for the super chat. Says Wissa. Oh, the song. Wissa, where you work, and then Steve and well, you go. There you go. Go and sing it, man. Wait.
Whistle while you work.
Okay. Well, we shall see if it happens, mate. We shall have it
Just out
happen.
of interest, Chronicle Live. Newcastle United are looking to be active in the summer transfer and have reportedly reignited their interest in Benjamin Sesko. Mirror. With the striker options drying up, Newcastle have been linked with a move for RB Leipzig, Benjamin Sesko, valued at 78 million. So that's just two straight off the belt that you're saying we haven't been linked with him. Wow.
Okay, but we ain't no offer. We offering for Wissa, so that's so. Boki, what do you make of this whole situation with Wissa now?
Well, the first thing I think we need to see is out of the seven dwarfs, I think Wynn's probably grumpy.
Oh, no doubt.
No. Wynn is happy.
No doubt.
Wynn is happy. You lot are grumpy.
We're going in for players at lower levels now, and we're still lowballing. Every player that we're putting in for, we're lowballing. Surely at some point we have to just bite the bullet and say, this is a player we want. We're going to go and spend some money on them.
Right. So okay, I'll ask you, who would you rather have, Wissa or Sesko?
Sesko, yeah.
So
Right,
why don't we just go for Sesko then?
Yeah.
So we've allegedly put a bid in for Wissa of 25 million.
Allegedly, man.
Where's that come from? 25
Every
million.
damn reporter in the history of civilization has been reporting right now that we've gone for Wissa, Ben Jacobs,
25 million.
Orstein, Romano. I mean, you couldn't bring the Avengers. All the Avengers got together and said the same thing. So what are we talking about? When you like to live on this conspiracy theory?
So what we've done here is, if that's the case, what we've done is we've let Wissa know
that we want him. Well,
that we're interested in him.
But only.
Is he our current?
No, come on, man. This is not real, man.
Is he our current number one target?
I don't think anybody even at the club.
I don't believe he is.
This is a big problem.
But there is no base.
Sesko is now our number one target.
What? Based on what?
Wynn's
Based on we were linked with Sesko before the window opened, and we probably withdrew from that interest at the time because Arsenal and Man United,
by the way,
and Liverpool were also interested in him.
Okay, so but according to your theory, we can't compete with those clubs, so we're knackered.
But we can't.
Okay, then, so let's not do that. Let's not waste time. Let's finish the job for Wissa. Man, I don't understand. Win.
Finish the job for Wissa.
And by the way, Win, if we were in for Sesko, honestly,
at the expense of maybe missing out on Sesko.
Mate, we are not in for Sesko, man. It would have been leaked already. Don't you understand how this works?
It's been leaked all over the place.
What all over the place, man? Come on, man. It has not been reported like Wissa, like all these other people.
Oh, dear.
Thank you,
dear.
Thank you, Jordy C. There we go, Jordy C. And he's a happy clapper too, by the way, Jordy C. So you're over the line now, old man. So we're gonna have to put you in jail, no doubt. But come on, man. Listen, man. I try with you, man, but I just don't get you, man. I don't. I mean, you come up with this. You come with this. You come with this theory. No, it's not 3-1. We're simply having a conversation. We lowball Wissa, but you want to talk about Sesko when there's nothing linked to Sesko. You see what I'm saying? And instead of saying, is there anything in this transfer window that you think we've done wrong? Actually, we should ask you that, by the way.
I think we've done loads of things wrong.
Like what?
Like what?
Yeah, you gotta think real hard.
Like not pushing the boat out for Ekatike.
What are you talking?
And as Borky said yesterday, 14 million would get him.
So, but how come you don't mention that when you argue with us?
I mention it all the time.
I don't know.
Eddie is in charge of everything except the money. And if PIF are saying, no, we're not going to pay £100 million, 100 million euros for Ekatike, there's nothing that he can do about it.
By the way, people in the chat saying that, thank you, Jordy C. Appreciate you, mate. Let me see. Somebody says that Sesko would destroy our wage structure at the moment. Because I don't know what salary he's on, where he's at. But, we're going to get into salary, by the way, because of the Isak conversation. We need to have that conversation today. But guys like Sesko right here, wages would destroy our structure. Stop with the Sesko rumors, according to Derek Sharp. And listen, I didn't come up with that. It was Win speculating and making it sound
Benjamin Sesko currently on £93,000 a week.
Well, that's not a lot.
Man United apparently interesting. I can see a couple of sources saying they actually want to do a combined 91 million bid for Javi Guerra and Benjamin Sesko. Quite interesting because I've been going on about Guerra for about 2 or 3 weeks now. And it's getting to the point Man United are going to have a better window than us, because what we have to look at is we're meant to be in the Champions League, guys. And no disrespect to Elanga, because we're talking about playing in teams that have finished 7th. And if he really was that good, he'd still be at Man United. Yes, he's got potential, but he's not the top level right now. So if you add Elanga to Wissa, are we actually buying players that are improving us and getting us to that Champions League continental level? Because people don't realise we're going to be in pot 4, which means out of the 8 games, we're probably going to have to play 4 really hard games. And I don't want to be a whipping boy. So let's get the quality in. Why are we scraping the barrel? It's disappointing.
Have you looked at the pools, Jefferson?
I mean, they've not been drawn yet, but you can only anticipate who's going to be in pot 1 and pot 2, right?
But the pots have been drawn.
Have the pots been drawn, have they?
Yeah, the pots are set in stone. That's to do with where you rate in the
stuff, isn't it? Yeah.
In UEFA thing.
And the coefficient.
Because I'm going to be kind of...
And you're saying we're going to have 4 really hard games. Which 4 really hard games are we going to have?
But quite honestly, it's irrelevant. We're in Champions League. That's not easy. So it's
for that.
So okay then.
But on the basis that we've got a huge chance where I think, is it the top 16?
But no, I would say we're going to have 8 really hard games.
It through. If we've not strengthened our team, and not only are we getting smashed, but we're not getting through, Villa were able to get to the quarters. For me, it's failure. It's failure. Because the first time, people might have thought we fluked it. We're in it for the second time. So this is when we should be really hammering home.
The first time, we were the most unlucky club in the world to be drawn in the group of death.
No excuses this time, though, Win.
No
excuses, mate.
No.
We've got the whole summer to make our squad stronger, and we're really not really doing it.
That's a fact.
So AC Milan, Dortmund, and PSG were not hard games.
Yeah, 100%.
No, hard game.
What are we?
We chucked it against AC Milan, so without getting back into that.
Yeah, we're gonna get back to that. We should have beaten Milan. We didn't manage the game well. We should have prepared the game better at Dortmund away.
We did beat Milan.
Not at home. So that was the game that mattered.
Quick question: Is this transfer window good enough so far? Are you happy with this transfer window?
No, of course I'm not. I've never said anything else.
So what's the argument in regards to whose fault is it?
Personally, I think it's PIF's fault.
Okay, that's weird.
You know,
they have nothing.
Because they are deciding.
They're not deciding targets either. They're not deciding target. Excuse me. They're
But
not
they're
deciding targets.
money.
They're not deciding who to talk to first. They're not deciding whether we need to negotiate for multiple players or not, multiple players in different positions or not. They're not deciding any of that. They're not deciding to lowball people. They're not deciding to do any of that. They have a budget, man. This is the budget. As long as you don't go over that, I don't care if you buy whatever you buy. It's just plain and simple because PIF is not going to tell Newcastle or head of recruitment now, whoever it is, we know who it is, what players to buy, what not to buy. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. They got a budget. They give it to them, and then those are the guys that are in charge. Eddie Howe, Andy Howe, and Nixon. So if the window falls exclusively on them, plain and simple. Now Keith Downey is saying Newcastle a bid of 25 million turned down by. That's another a reporter there. Win. I don't know if you can trust Keith Downey. By Brentford for Wissa, and they are set to make another offer of 30 million plus add-ons. Why can't we just make the 30 million add-ons? I still haven't found an answer about that yet. But I will kind of agree with what Jefferson was saying that, I mean, Wissa is decent. I don't know that he's going to be enough, but listen, that's going to be a lot better than Wilson, and it's going to be potentially a good backup to Isak, who we're going to talk about in a second. So in that sense, but listen, if you think we can go for Sesko, let's go for Sesko. But we can't go for Wissa first and then Sesko second. It makes no sense, mate.
We just
Can I
need
ask
to
something,
deal
though?
over the line, though, don't we? That's the top and bottom of it. We need to get players in now. It's getting to the point where we have to get some players in. This squad is not good enough.
We have to sell a major player, guys. We're avoiding the inevitable. We have to sell a major player.
Why?
And I think it has to be Anthony Gordon because
Well, I don't know about that.
That's what you think.
Do you know why? Because he's got a higher value than Barnes. We can't keep chipping away with these little players.
Here we go.
It's not going to make a dent.
Wait.
If we sell someone like a Gordon who's worth 70, 80 million, it will give us so much revenue because we've got Sanusi there coming through. We've got Cordero and we've also got Barnes.
Win, you want to show this damn graph once again for no damn reason.
Yet again, we are 14th
Yeah, that's
in the league, and in our group of death, we had PSG,
Bournemouth, AC
Dortmund.
Milan. Fucking hell, man.
and AC Milan. Oh,
Yeah.
it's Inter Milan.
Win.
Sorry.
We
Inter
had
Milan.
the game in our hands to get in the Europa League.
Exactly. All of that doesn't matter because at the end of the day,
blew it.
at the end of the day, it's mano y mano. You against me. All of that money BS. Again, my same conclusion. Anthony from Man United was damn near 80 million. Is he worth 80 million? No. It's whatever you want to pay. If you take it for a ride, that's your fault. It doesn't mean that Anthony has now superpowers. All of a sudden, he's worth 80 million, so he knows how to play football. No. It's that how much you pay to a certain extent is relevant, but it's not the end all be all, man. It's not. Because again, Tonali is 50 million pounds.
Jefferson is saying we need to sell one of the crown jewels.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that either.
Okay, you guys don't agree. So stop
because we
saying-
got 150 million to spend.
Wait. We got money to spend, but all I keep hearing is
We are where we are
let
because
me
of the
speak.
crown jewels.
You guys keep saying we can't afford the wages, so we need more money.
Well,
It's not just buying the players. We need money to sustain
for-
the wages.
Yeah. We need
Sell a big
revenue,
player.
not transfer money.
Sell a big player and you'll have more money, and then there'll be no excuses about not being able to afford 200, 300 grand a week. But if you get an 80 million, you can definitely afford 300 grand a week.
I think part of the problem is if we do sell a big player, we're proving that we can't bring players in.
we just can't. I mean,
So-
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Come on, guys. I'm
The
not having this. I'm not having this. I'm having this.
message
Tell them
is
who you're gonna bring
absolutely
in.
Hold on, one step at a time.
Aston Villa.
One at a time. One at a time.
Aston Villa are a prime example. Now I know they're probably in PSR trouble, maybe because they've overdone it. But if you look at their recruitment, they were able to get DRB in, sell DRB. Douglas Luiz, sell Douglas Luiz. Even the one that really should show us how to do it is they got John Duran from the MLS. The MLS, not Premier League proven, MLS for 15 million, and they sold him for 77 million. He was their backup striker to Watkins. That was effectively.
Well, I will agree.
Callum Wilson. So
I will
we've gotta
agree.
do it, guys.
I will agree. I will
And
agree
where did they
that.
sell him?
because we can't continue like this.
Where did Aston Villa sell Duran?
Well, it doesn't matter. That's where he wanted to go.
It doesn't matter. They got income for the player. They got income.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna go there yet. In my opinion, I don't think we need to sell yet, and we should be reluctant to sell because we do have
Absolutely.
now. We have not.
Money coming from,
hold on. We have not spent in the last 3 windows now, but before. So we got money. It's always widely reported we got 150 million. Let's spend the 150 million first before we think about doing any of that. The problem, Jefferson, is not about having money or not. The problem is that we are clueless. It looks like. Of how to spend it or how to negotiate. Nobody respects us. That's plain and simple. There's not a DOF here that can knock on anybody's door, that can talk to. There's no DOF right now that can call anybody and say, I need to speak to the man in charge of Brentford. You know what I mean? There's the man in charge in Spurs. No, because when we call, we have the same people that nobody's heard of, and we got these inexperienced offers, low-balling offers on every player that we are linked with. It's unbelievable. Every one of them, right? Again, I'll take the loss when Ekitiki. Ain't got nothing to do. Well, I'll take the loss. I'll shake Liverpool's hand. They got the right away. Everybody else, I'm not convinced. Thank you, Random Access, on the 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate it, mate. Appreciate you so much. They've gone to Z63. They've gone to Tuner. They've gone to Terrence Anchors. They've gone to Nicholas Lindman and Andy McGowan. So appreciate you, mate. Thank you very much for your kind.
Just random yet again.
Brent says, I agree with Jefferson here. If we want to compete with our current situation, we have to sell someone. But again, I don't think so necessarily at the moment.
Wrong strategy.
But you can't say on one hand.
No, but I didn't say
money, that. But then say we can't afford to pay the wages.
No.
So there's no sponsorship. There's no new stadium. It's impossible to hold on to your team. Every team is like, even Man City have had to sell the likes of Cole Palmer.
Yeah, but they didn't rate Cole Palmer.
They didn't have to sell him.
They didn't rate him, man.
They chose to sell him.
Every club has had to sell.
But
this is the PSR environment.
Yeah, but Cole Palmer for City is not Anthony Gordon for Newcastle.
But the problem is with selling players, we can't recruit players in. So if
we can't finish a deal, man.
The minute you start selling top players,
we know why that is.
You're sending
the cult of Howe.
Anybody.
So
the minute you start selling your top players, you're sending a message to anyone that you are trying to recruit.
Now you're trying to grow. We need to grow.
Anybody that you're trying to recruit.
Listen. Spurs sold Harry Kane for 100 million.
Yeah, but
where we are.
You have to sell.
But hold on, though. No, Jefferson. I don't agree with that.
Player trades is part of modern football.
They sold.
Nonsense, Jeffo.
Okay, hold on.
Tottenham didn't have to sell.
Well, I don't know if they had to sell, but they milked Harry Kane until he couldn't produce anymore. So I mean, that is not a good. He didn't play.
By the way, Harry Kane is a perfect example of where we are now.
Andrew talks about
who was ever going to go to Tottenham?
Who did Liverpool sell? Coutinho. And they were able to buy Alisson and Van Dijk, and that's
but Jefferson.
Recruit. We cannot recruit players.
Right. Which
we're in that situation.
Okay. Hey.
Eddie Howe.
Let's stop with the shouting. Let's stop shouting.
Sorry. What I'm saying is, we decided to go all in on Eddie Howe, innit? So Eddie Howe decided, I don't want the DOF. I want to run things my way like we're a small club in Bournemouth, and that's how we're running. And now the chickens are coming home to roost. So nothing will change unless Eddie Howe goes. Either Eddie Howe has to go, or PIF, which I don't know if it's still too late at this point. PIF would have to say, I'm sorry, Eddie, we've done it your way. It's not working. We will reinsert a DOF, and this is how things are.
But I will agree that will only come about if things go bad, if it's confirmed that our window is trash and he's not a good manager on the football pitch. That's not going to happen now. And I don't think Eddie's deserved to be sacked, quite honestly. So I don't.
But Chris, if you notice some sackings, it's not always about.
Yeah, but he's the manager.
You can be a good manager and still get sacked. It could be misconduct, but it can also be things like conflict.
It has nothing to do with it.
What's the word? Conflict of ideas when it comes to visioning. Because at the moment,
because
it's stifling us.
Because Jefferson, all they have to tell him is, okay, you're not going to be in charge of transfers. You're going to have your say, but you manage the club. Now we're going to put in a DOF. They don't have to sack him. So listen, if he doesn't listen and doesn't care for it, then obviously that will be a sackable offense. But
because if you appoint a DOF who can't work with Eddie, you'll not have the problem.
Why can't they work with him?
Because if that's what DOF decide to impose upon Eddie, and you'll say, says I'm off.
But
and Eddie Howe could go virtually anywhere.
No, that's a lie too. He can't go. He can't go anywhere. That's a lie too.
Manager, let's be real. I'm gonna be real with you.
And
listen, mid-table manager.
He is. He's 8.
He's you're being in 3 years. Shut up, man.
He's a Marcos. How much has he spent?
Not much.
In the last few windows.
Nothing in the last 3 windows.
You guys said it the other day. We've got the best midfield in the league, yeah, and the best striker in the league. So he spent to get that, right? With Anthony Elanga, 55 million. He spent more in one player than I remember Rafa Benitez had in one window under Mike Ashley. Yeah, when he was having to buy Joselu for 5 million and stuff like that, Share for 3 million. Yeah, and he managed to make us finish 10th in the league with a championship team. So that we can't. Let's not over big up.
Yeah, but no, I think
we finished 4th with the Champions League with the championship team.
Listen, I think I quite honestly think it's unfair to judge Eddie Howe's saying that Eddie Howe should be sacked. I don't think that's. I'm not now listen, we might come to that conclusion if something goes bad, but I don't think that's the conclusion right now.
I'm not saying
he needs to be sacked.
I'm not saying he should be sacked. My point is because
your exact words.
No. You guys weren't listening when I was talking.
5 minutes ago.
Win. Stop shouting.
Needs to be sacked.
Win. Stop shouting.
His philosophy.
That just spoiled
his philosophy is stifling us. He
so
decided,
you see it.
So why is it no coincidence then that both Ashworth and Mitchell have gone? He has openly said in an interview with Simon Jordan, the director of football is not my boss. But that's incorrect. Every structure knows the director of football, the head coach reports to the director of football. Right. We're not in 1989. Like the head coach isn't meant to be controlling transfers.
So what?
He promoted his nephew, and they're out of their depth. They're not signing.
But listen,
you say. So what happened on the last day of the season? Eddie Howe went to the chairman and said, "This is the way it's going to be. It's either him or me."
Yeah, well, I don't think that's...
And the chairman said, "It's you."
At this point,
because if the chairman had said, "No, Mitchell is staying on," Eddie would have been gone and we'd be a lot the worse for it.
It'll be an end of the world.
We would have to see about that. Again, I don't want to go into that conclusion that we need to sack Eddie or he needs to stay for the next 30 years. Listen, we got to stop being on either extreme of the situation. Right now, we are our transfer strategy.
That's who I'm arguing with. People who are on the extreme.
No, because you're an extreme that he is God and he isn't. So, Boki, go and finish.
I think at this point, Eddie's got now what he wanted. And now he lives by the sword or dies by the sword.
Exactly.
He has the transfer window, this window.
Exactly.
If it goes tits up, it's down to him.
It's also not exactly because it's not fair to say. It's not fair to say because when you said earlier, it's not fair to say that he went to the chairman and told him it's my way or the highway. If you don't choose me, I'm gone. And then when the transfer and when the football thing realm of things don't go well, then we blame somebody else other than the one that's in charge, who is Eddie Howe. Janiesta, thank you very much for the Super 50 Swedish krona. I think it's from Sweden. It says 10 out of 25 players are out of contract summer 26. We need a big sale to fund a massive rebuild. I'd take 80 million plus for Anthony Gordon and use the funds for funds to future proof. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that.
Oh, Janessa, that's just to put that in English. That's £37.80.
Is that right?
Wow.
Oh, appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. That is massive.
That's a big.
Appreciate that, man. Ginesta, he's a proper tune, proper NUFC Talk TV follower. Appreciate that, mate. And by the way, we need to fact check that because Win is knackered, man. He might have been looking up. But Clouds here says, sorry, Jeff.
Sorry, 3 pound.
You're not very intelligent. Well, listen, say Eddie Howe is a mid-table manager.
With a C, mate,
Look
and an
at-
S if you didn't know.
And look at our squad. Well, look. I don't think there's anybody.
Eddie Howe's a mid-table manager. Is that what you just said?
Well, he said that
Where
a
was
while
he
ago.
Where was he before he came to us?
Again, but the discussion
Where
is not
was
Eddie
he?
Howe though. No, hold
Where
on. The
was he?
discussion
When?
we cannot
was
discuss Eddie
Where
Howe
was
because
he?
he is
We
not
are
the
not
problem right now
involved.
on the football
He
pitch.
spent 400 million, so of course he's gonna finish where he's finished. He was a mid-table manager.
Everybody
In
else.
fact,
Everybody else
mid-table manager,
spent
he got
at least
relegated.
400 million.
He got relegated.
Hey. By the way,
Telling his best players.
hey,
So the
Win.
Benitez that you mentioned before.
Hold on though, because Win. I told you we should never trust Win because it's not no 37 pounds, man. It's 3.89 pounds sterling. So
38.90. The point was in the wrong place.
exactly. So again, it's.
And
But I appreciate. But hold
I
on.
was quickly here to tell you. Nonetheless, thank
I
you.
appreciate you,
Genius.
Geniesta. Thank you very much, man. You donated yesterday as well. This guy has no clue, man. But okay, now. But it's our trend. The issue is the transfer, guys. I mean, it's not Eddie Howe right now on the football pitch. We got to see what he can do. Once again, this will be another and probably his final test to solidify himself. Because if we get sent out of the cup, either cup, in a bad way, Champions League in the included, Premier League, if we don't perform, then we'll have to judge them. But I don't think right now we need to be talking about the manager. It's his transfer strategy, which he is very much involved in and in charge of. That's what we need to be discussing at the moment.
Here's what I think, right? Bottom line, absolute bottom line. Eddie has full control of everything now, except writing the checks.
No. Well, yeah.
So except writing the checks.
He's in charge of everything.
He is responsible
He's in charge for everything.
for anything that happens in this window.
Okay. Oh, well, there we go. Well, all right. I
And
like that. I like that. If what? If we have a good window. If not, he's not.
No. If he feels, this is Eddie,
Oh my God.
at the end of the window, that he hasn't been sufficiently backed financially.
Mate, I don't understand you,
walk.
man.
No, you don't need to worry about it, because he'll walk.
Okay, well, I know that's devastating to you, but we'll have to see, I guess. If we have a good season, if not, then a lot of people are going to welcome that exit.
He does, and what it appears to me is happening right now is that the players have all been lined up, and whoever is making the decisions
But what do you
is
say?
deciding that they're too expensive.
No.
If that is not Eddie,
No. Hold on.
at the end of the window,
Yasser
he'll walk.
Al
he'll not need to
Rumayyan.
be sacked.
Listen
He'll
to
walk.
me. That's fine. If Yasser Al Rumayyan is not telling Eddie Howe, whoa, Ekitiki, don't give him 85.
I
Don't
think he
give.
might be.
No, he's not, man. Come on, man. Come on. See, again, you have a blind obsession with Eddie Howe, which is not healthy, by the way. And
That's what you
to
say.
the opposite, a lot of people hate Eddie Howe just because the sky's blue. I don't agree with that either. But, mate, you just said he's in charge. If we don't buy, they have a budget.
Absolutely.
They have
He's
a
in
budget.
charge of who we
They
want.
need to handle that budget how they see fit because they are in charge now. If we don't get the players, that's on the people in charge. You can't bring PIF into this whole situation now. PIF can be blamed about the sponsorship, about everything else, the lack of the stadium not being announced, everything else, because they seem to be absent at the moment. They seem like a landlord at the moment, right? They're just renting the place out, and they don't care about that. That's what it seems like right now. PIF is doing. But when it comes to football and transfer, you cannot move away from the fact that Eddie Howe and associates are in charge, man. Come on, you cannot have it both ways. You
I
can't
agree
say
they are in charge.
he is in charge, but if it goes bad, it's PIF's fault. No, you can't do that.
Except what have we been talking about since the start of the program? Lowballing, not paying the going rate.
Mate, you honestly believe Al Rumayyan, who is got nothing to do with player value and he's not involved in football. He's a chairman of PIF that own 20 million companies. Do you think he's worried about Wissa?
I've got no idea.
No, what I'm telling you, it ain't.
I think
who's
he's letting it
making those
happen.
decisions.
They can't be that silly. Like you just said, Chris, PIF are so business
So
savvy.
I go back to what I've said.
They're letting them hang themselves.
Right. So I go back to what I said before.
It's diabolical, man.
Eddie Howe wants Eggy Teggy. Eggy Teggy.
Eki teki.
In his squad to make his squad better and give him more chance of winning stuff next season.
Yeah, but maybe they decided.
Do you think Eddie Howe gives a tuppenny farthing about how much they're going to pay for him? And if he's got the option to say, yeah, 100 million release clause, get him here, do you think he's going to say no? Do you think Eddie Howe is going to say no to that? Do you think he's going to say? Do you think he's going to go to Mbeumo or to Brentford and say, "There's 80 million for Mbeumo"?
When who is making the decisions and on how much we bid for players?
I've got no idea, but I know for a fact it's not
Andy Howe.
So how do you know for a fact it's not Eddie Howe?
I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it. You really think Al Rumayyan has 20 million companies to care for? And he's really worried about, hey, man,
I'm not necessarily saying it's Al Rumayyan, but I'm saying he's appointed somebody to say how much, they wanted to buy these players.
By the way,
he did exactly that with Anthony Gordon. But at the time, we had Amanda flying over to Saudi Arabia to knock on his door and kneel down in front of his desk saying, no, let we go the extra 5 million. And we haven't got anybody doing that now.
Why is Eddie not doing that if he's in charge of air transfers?
But he's going to jump on a plane and go to Saudi.
No, but why is he not going back to them saying, look, this is a player I really need. You just need to up your offer. He's meant to be you can't have it both ways and saying
I can't have it both ways.
Well, you can.
No, but you can though. No,
but you can't say he's the transfer guru. But
he is deciding.
Let us finish. Let me finish. You can't say he's the transfer guru, but he's scared to go back to them to say, look, as I say, £40 million extra. Just go for it.
I'm not saying he's scared to go back. I'm saying he probably has gone back.
By the way, you
said no, that's it.
You've been declared officially the tie of NTTV. From Arsenal Fans TV, you're the tie because you're the most, according to many people, the most deluded fan in Newcastle United history. So listen, I didn't name you that, man. The other people did.
Well, I've been doing it for 63 years. Then stop us now.
Well, maybe you're doing it too long. You're like one of them politicians that are doing it too long, man. We need age cap. The age cap.
Somebody explain to me why.
Well, hold on. Let me go to Dan Snowden. He said he just said the line. He just said the line, I have no idea. I just know it's not how. I mean, how can you... Come on, man.
Because, so that very comment there, explain to me why Eddie Howe would not want all the players we've been linked with...
When? Maybe
in his squad.
Yeah, but...
It's not his money. Why does he give a toss how much we pay for?
Yeah, but he has a certain amount of money to spend. Or he knows he needs a midfielder. He knows he needs a center back. He knows he potentially, obviously, wants a goalkeeper. So you can't just spend it all in one player. Maybe he said Ekitike will go this high.
Right. So every player has got a limit.
Who said they didn't? You pay whatever you want for him.
But you've been advocating just pay over the top.
I'm saying sometimes you might have to, but if you don't want to, move on to the next target. What I'm saying is,
Which is exactly what we've been doing.
One more or less. No, we haven't, because we haven't outbid anybody. They're all outbid us. So
No,
that's what they
but
want.
we've moved on to the next target.
My point is, maybe we shouldn't waste our time knowing that we can't compete, and we need to go for the targets that we need to sign. Stop lowballing, get it done, and then we sign the players.
Again and again.
Well, exactly. Now, listen, we gotta move on to the next subject. Craig Hope is saying that there is confidence among sources close to the deal that Wissa proposed move to Newcastle will make progress. A fee in the region of £30 million could be enough to reach an agreement. Could be enough to reach an agreement with Brentford. We will have to see. Maybe more development tomorrow. It seems like Wissa.
Can somebody explain to me why Brentford would conceivably agree to a 30 million deal for Wissa when they know that Tottenham are after him, that we are after him, that we are, according to you, desperate, which I still don't think we are.
We are desperate, Win.
We're not desperate, man.
We're on right now, according to you, we're on our 5th choice or forward. You can't get any lower than that. Right. On our 5th choice of a forward. Now, come on.
No, because we could have gone. We could have gone.
Yeah, could have, should have, would have, man.
All of these 20 and 30 million and 40 million pound players, American players.
Okay, hold on.
About instead of trying to get the best.
By the way, one doesn't just because you do one doesn't mean you can't sign a Prem Pro and Pray, by the way.
Well, it kind of does, like.
Just like any other club that signs a South American talent, and they have them there, and so on and so forth. So before we go to Boki, thank you, Queen of Heart, for 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate you very much.
Queenie.
Thank you so much. Lovely Queenie, who has gifted 5 memberships. They have gone to Adam Clark, Lynn Simpson. Welcome, Lynn. Welcome, Adam. They have also gone to Steve Cook. Congrats, Steve. Welcome to the channel. Roy Trovag, that might be Scandinavian of some sort. There we go, right here. And
Roy Morton, he's been with us for a long time.
And there should be one more. Oh, Peter Moyo, there he is. Peter Moyo, now becoming a member.
And he's been with us on and off for a while.
Yeah, appreciate it, mate. And thank you very much to the Queen of Heart. Anyways, so, Boki, you were wanting to say?
I was just going to say that this transfer window. We keep saying that sort of things are progressing. They're not. We've gone backwards. We've lost players and we haven't replaced them. The team's better now in regards to the players we've got available, but the squad's worse.
So we've lost Longstaff.
Yeah, but we've lost. In my opinion, I don't buy that narrative, because we've lost players that we not bothered to lose. You know, like Callum Wilson and Longstaff.
But we haven't replaced them, Chris.
Yeah, that's fine, but we don't use them. We don't use them.
Did you not say we'd say no longer?
Me? Yes, as I say, the first team's better.
So we've lost Longstaff and Wilson.
But now Murphy drops to
and we've signed no longer.
But I'm saying we've lost. You're saying we've lost Longstaff, we've lost Murphy.
I don't.
Sorry, we've
lost Murphy.
Sorry, but I got that wrong.
Wilson.
We've lost Longstaff and Wilson. We lost
and
Miggy in the last transfer. We've lost Miggy in the last transfer window. So
but again,
first team.
That's the last
those are players that I don't think are irrelevant, because we never used them. We wanted them out.
We don't have enough players for the bench.
But we never used Longstaff. Rarely, barely at the end. Wilson never played, and what's his name? The Paraguayan kid. He just never thought of to come from.
Murphy took over from
first team players. We're actually down in first team players.
Yeah, well, I think my thought process is, my worry is that we are the same, and we added a major competition on top, and that to me is a worry. That we're going to add now Champions League, and we have pretty much the same squad. I like Elanga, but again, I don't think he's a substantial improvement to say, whoa, now we're ready. We're not.
I agree with that.
So, we'll have to see. Now, one player that we need to talk about is Mr. Alexander Isak, who's been seen training individually, shall we say, with a trainer and everything else. People wanted to jump the gun and say that he's been training alone and he's doing his own thing. That's not the case, as we see right there on the screen. Alexander Isak, they're training with a personal trainer. No, this could be, I don't know. I don't know who took this photo, but this could be, could it not be a team practice? If the team is around there somewhere. I don't know.
Coach, innit? That's a fitness coach.
No, I know that, but I'm saying, like, could the team not be around somewhere and it's a big pitch? You know, so, I mean, listen, we can make a lot of assumptions, right? And I know that talking about Isak wanting to leave and leaving it's a big topic of discussion. And it could be. But my thing is, I don't know where there's a big rumor now coming out.
Do we even know that that's Isak?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, there you go. See, he's not real. He's not for real.
But where'd it come from?
He's not talking football, man. He's not. He's on some witchery stuff.
I'm not saying it isn't, but I'm saying, do we know that it? Because I certainly couldn't tell you who that was.
Well, because you're old and blind, man. That is a new.
Murphy.
That is that is literally Isak in the new training kit. When we were doing good, man.
Anybody can put the new training kit on. I'm not saying it isn't him. I'm saying who's got the photograph? Where's it from?
Well, it's definitely Isak. How about that? Can you trust me?
Well, can you blow it up and show us?
It's Isak, man. Just because you can't see.
You're not telling me that's Isak from here.
Mate, it's Isak, bro. Fucking hell, man. I just don't. Look,
I'm saying, even if it is
it's diabolical,
Isak.
Man. Okay, it is Isak. So what? Again, I'm trying not to make a big deal out of it. He's training there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay then. So to say that, but don't say that we came up with we came up with AI, made a picture.
You, somebody.
Fucking hell.
Somebody looking to stir the mud.
It's anyway.
When did the team fly out? When is the team scheduled to fly out? Do we know?
Friday.
Tomorrow.
27.
No, Friday.
Oh, Friday. Okay.
Yeah. I apologize to the 655 people watching. Sorry, man, about Wynn's ludicrous ideas. Please pause for a second. Smash that like button right now. Everybody, come on, do that right now.
655.
Hit that like button. And we don't have nowhere near.
65, 10%. It's ridiculous.
Come on, man. Hit that like button right now. Come on, everybody, hit the like button. It doesn't cost anything. It's free. Help us support the channel.
Leave the
hit
chat
that like
for
button.
10 seconds. Hit the like, get back in.
All right. So there's a big report saying that he wants to get paid $300K a week or else. What do we do about that rumor? That's a lot of money.
If it's true, we'll pay him.
Okay. Yeah, but we fucking can't pay. We can't buy. We lowballing for Wissa, man. And you acting like, oh, what just got paid?
We'll pay him $300K.
We don't need money, remember, lads. So we should be fine.
We'll pay him $300K. That's only £15 million a year, man. It's nothing.
Yeah.
$300K. Pay him.
From the guy that says that we
in a year, though, ain't that?
And put 150 million buyout clause.
Is that on the PSR books? Isn't that 45 mil? Because you times it by the year cycle, don't you? The 3 years.
No, it gets paid out of it. It's a salary. It gets paid year by year.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of money. I think he deserves it. But I don't think it's going to be easy for Newcastle to do that. I don't think that's going to be easy at all.
Not to do it.
And that's going to put a strain in other areas where it might affect others. I mean, we're paying other people a lot of money too.
Exactly, it might affect other players, but I think.
Well, hold on. In what sense? Because I don't agree with the Murphy saying, "Oh, I need to get paid more now because I want to be on Isak." No. I don't believe in none of that crap. You got your contract. We negotiated for your contract. You don't deserve a bigger contract just because we signed Isak to have more money. That makes no sense to me. So I think it's going to affect because we have to pay other.
I agree with that at all, and then it's down to management skills. For it to turn out to those players who are saying, "Fucking hang on a minute, Isak's on 300, and I'm only on 170."
I don't believe in none of that crap.
That's then up to management, and but that is the problem that's going to be created, obviously.
And
do we know who do we have a info on our highest earners?
Yeah,
well,
Bruno 170, Gordon and J7 on 150, Tonali and Trippier on 120, and Matt Target on 100. Everybody else is below 100.
So Isak should be on at least
I
250.
don't know what Elanga's on. It's
At
never been
least.
published.
At least 250.
Elanga might be.
Maybe there
Absolutely.
could be some incentivization in there.
Elanga might
where
be
he's
70,
gonna
80.
Like, give him
That's the way you do
give
it
him a
for
goal
me.
bonus.
You
Give him a goal bonus or something, but he is within his rights for
I don't know about
300,000.
the goal bonus, but give him a team performance bonus in terms of if we qualify for the Champions League again.
No, but he ain't gonna accept that.
25
He's
million
not gonna.
pounds.
Let's not piss about with it. Let's just give the lad the contract he deserves.
Absolutely.
£300,000 a week isn't unrealistic for a striker.
And again, I go back to it. Do you think seriously that Eddie Howe wouldn't do that if it was in his power to do so?
Yeah, but that's different though, isn't it? I mean,
How is it different?
paying somebody on a weekly basis for many years is different than paying a lump sum fee that can be amortized. That is a
Well, that's
contractual.
exactly what you're doing with a salary. You're amortizing it. You're paying it year by year.
Right. Well, I agree with that, but you still gotta pay it. You still have to make the strong decision to say, I'm going to pay Isak $300K a week for the next 7 years. I mean, that is a commitment.
Well,
and
I don't think he'll sign for 7 years.
So how long do you think he'll sign? He's already got 3 years left. So what are you talking about?
No, he'll sign for 5 years, I would imagine.
Okay. So
Or he might not. He might say, if you're giving us 300,000, I'll sign for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be fair enough as well.
But we don't gain anything from that win.
We don't gain anything.
No.
We'll keep Alexander Isak.
But he's already got 3 years on his contract. So if
you got to gain something.
Yeah, but he ain't going to stop for 3 years on 120 grand a week.
Has to be a 2-year extension, maybe.
Well, more than that.
There has to be something in the contract talks for Newcastle.
I think what we need to do is give him Erling Haaland.
So you're going to keep a player who's not happy?
No, I'm not saying.
I'm saying he's not happy. And is that
Well, he's not going to be happy if he's on 120 when he could be on 300.
No, but what I'm saying is if you're offering that amount of money, you need to get something out of that negotiation. So you need to then say, yes, we'll pay you that amount, but you sign a contract extension.
What you're getting out of that negotiation is you're keeping Alexander Isak in the team.
But he's here anyway, Win. That's the point I'm making, is that he's here for 3
years. He's here
but he could leave.
Now.
He could leave. He could leave.
But if you're negotiating with him, part of the negotiation has to be that you gain something from that as well as a club.
They say this is part of the problem.
Well,
Pokey's PIF.
No.
You didn't.
Well, what are you talking about? We just got to make it worthwhile. We can't give him $300K if he's just going to maintain the same length of contract. We can't. He has to be with more years of contract. He has to be. If he has 3 right now left, he needs to be on 5 at least. He needs to be
5 years, absolutely. Yeah.
Or I think he should be on the.
You just argued that point, Win, that I'm wrong.
Yeah, exactly. So he didn't know what you were arguing about. He's too drunk. Well, anyway, I think we need to give Isak, to be honest, Erling Haaland contract. Make it.
I would
make it 10 years. Man.
I would say to Isak, 250 with, which is 250 would be 12.5 million a year with a 25 million annual bonus if we qualify for the Champions League.
Yeah. Derek says, Derek Sharp, PSR stops us going that high when learn about finances. So there you go.
I know all about finances, whatever that was.
Wages to profit or revenue ratio, isn't it? But what I would say is maybe offer him the 250, but we've got a guarantee of sale essentially with a minimum fee release.
But the only problem, if I am Isak's agent, and you're only going to pay me $250 a week, I'm going to say to you, right, well, my buyout clause should only be 100 million.
Yeah, it comes down, doesn't it? Because
I would say we'll give him 300,000, and his buyout clause is 150 million.
I think that might have to happen so that the club gets a guaranteed kind of what Boki's talking about. We get a guaranteed something, and he gets a guaranteed something, knowing that look, he's going to be on the way out. But there can be certain clauses we can put in there. Maybe even a sell-on clause as well when we sell him, so we do get a bit of that money back down the line. I don't know, but we've got to be a bit more flexible. I think eventually some of these players will have to go. Unfortunately, it's a part of the evolution, unless the APT rules change or we get some kind of magical sponsorship deal. We can't compete. Can't compete.
All right, let's finish up because we got about close to 10 minutes.
Good one flashing through there, 2 seconds.
All right, hurry up because we're going. We got to talk about Alexander Isak because we kind of didn't talk about it. He suffered a thigh injury. Had a scan this week. Explains leaked photos on social media of him training alone, which is...
Oh, it's Genesta. Kelly, who was on 120, Jamal Lewis, Wilson, who allegedly was only on 46,000, by the way. I think he must have been on more than that. Longstaff was on 70.
Man, why can't you drink water, man?
So he's saying... Combine those, that's 220 grand.
Listen, can we all in the chat put
got rid of those.
Can we all in the chat give me a water cup in the chat? Come on, water cup emoji for Win to drink some water, man. You are killing my eardrums, man. Fucking hell, drink something, man. Lubricate, man.
Chris.
Is it worth the risk going with youth? I would actually back Eddie in that instance if he said, you know what, actually. I'm just going to gamble. I'm going to give Travis Hearns, Harrison, Sanusi, Cordero. Obviously, Joe White come on. He didn't really impress me, but I would back him if he said, you know what, I'm going to give the youth a go.
Well, you were in the chat this afternoon, Jeff, when Chris was doing
Well, hold on. No, don't be steering the show, man. We're about to finish. We didn't talk about injury. Alexander Isak is injured. Thigh injury. So... why do we think about that? Explains the leak photos.
Hang on, let's get back to this, because it's a very good subject.
Okay, yeah, do what you want then.
The Telegraph article was saying we have proven to be unsuccessful trying to compete with the teams that a lot of people think that we should be competing with in terms of their revenue, their prestige, everything to do with all of that. We did very well, and you said this, Chris, we did very well getting your Botmans, and why can we not keep on doing it?
Yeah, why not?
We may have to, but we had an absolutely incredible hit rate. We've never had a dud yet. That's incredible. You cannot keep doing that.
Okay.
No football team in the world has ever done that.
Well,
what you've got to do is you've got to keep your best players and add to them.
Well, I agree with that. We got to keep the best players. I don't think we need to change that. We got a few minutes left. So injury, what can we? I mean, Isak is he has these from time to time, and it could explain a lot of the things, him training alone, etc. Maybe that's why he didn't go.
And maybe that's why they're looking to offer him £300,000 a week.
Oh, here we go.
Because I've said for a long time he's made of glass.
No, he's not. Yeah, that's an agenda.
We got 33 games out of him last season.
Yeah. And how many did we get out of Wilson? Which
is the most we've ever got. Yeah, but we're not paying Wilson £300,000 a week.
Yeah, but we're not. We didn't also hope for Wilson to get 10 goals a game. You did 10 goals for the season.
Yeah, did I? We never got the games.
Yeah, okay, then. So why?
But when you're saying that Isak's worth £300,000 a week, then you're arguing against giving them the money.
Yeah,
I'm arguing about why PIF may decide he's not worth the money.
By the way, you mentioned when
they can look at his injury record hitherto, having already been bitten on the backside with Callum Wilson, let's say.
By the way, Darwin Nunez is available. Just saying. We're just saying, man. Backup striker, why not?
No, thank you.
Nkunku very much ready as well. That's another one,
No,
another link
thank
that
you.
we. Nkunku, are you having a laugh, man? And also keep an eye open, Brahim Diaz. If we need, if we are open for that, that's a massive. That would be a massive signing. Xabi Alonso has told him that he's not going to be taken in consideration at Real Madrid. And again, when we'll say, well, why does Real Madrid not want him? Do we want him? Shut
No,
up.
I'll have Diaz tomorrow.
You come in a heartbeat. Raheem Sterling also available.
Ferran Torres maybe with
Ferran
Rashford
Torres as well.
He'd be good.
Exactly, Ferran Torres as well available. Thank you for everybody that tuned in for the earlier show that I did. It was great. We had a lot of people watching. And Win, were you watching, man?
84. I wasn't watching live. I was out. But
Did you watch the replay?
Yeah.
Did you learn something? Didn't you?
Shut up, man.
Uh,
I want to slip me throat in the finish. 84. Only got 84 likes. How was 16? Get one of 100, folks.
Yeah, come on, man.
16 more likes.
You guys are playing around, man. Stop playing. You gotta get those likes up. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Right now, we got 3 minutes left before we redirect you to the Premier League news roundup, our second channel, RCM Football Network. That's our Premier League channel. So please go out there and watch the news roundup of today. Got a lot of juicy news, man. A lot of people making moves in the Premier League, man, except Newcastle. We're just watching everybody man.
Just
I
one
wonder
point.
why that is.
Yeah.
I think we just need to remember from Wynn's point of view, none of this is Eddie's fault.
Oh, none of this is Eddie's fault, man.
Correct.
18 clubs. 18 Premier League clubs have a director of football. 18
Correct.
out of the 20. We're not one of them.
Yeah, we certainly aren't. It's incredible. But listen, man, it might work. I don't know, man. It might work, but it ain't. It certainly is not happening right now at the moment. We still got how many days?
We still got 6 weeks.
Well, yeah, you're right. 6 weeks. Days is a lot of days. But we'll see, man. I don't know. We got to get in at least 3 signings in 6 weeks.
At least 3.
Three quality signings.
Yeah.
Two quality and two.
By the way,
quality
it speaks volumes that nobody's bailed you out, Win, by the way. A lot of people donated, but nobody said bail Win out. So it basically means that they're happy and content and happy that you're paying for your sins right now.
I said when the show started, I said it's the usual 1v3 again.
No, it ain't. You just gotta listen, man. We're just having a conversation. Now you set the pedals up, so I don't know.
We've disagreed the night.
Yeah, me and you too.
Quoties were coming to the rescue in the chat, mate. Yeah, you lot all need to get the white gowns on, mate.
Eddie, Jeff has his own words. Eddie Howe needs to be sacked.
No, he didn't say that.
He did. He absolutely did.
Oh well,
I'm talking about if we want to go full.
Needs to be sacked. Your words.
The only way this can change is if he went or if PIF came and said, "Let's go back to how we were, please." That's what I meant. Yeah. Otherwise, we're stuck with the status quo. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, you're right. The Lasses are doing well. I think they're winning or they won. England national team. I think they're beating in the Euro. They're playing the Euros, aren't they? So
that's the final.
Yeah. Well. So congrats to them. Don't listen to Win. He's a damn dinosaur.
I think Win's fell asleep.
Yeah. Well, or had a stroke, or had a stroke. I'm not sure which one I'd rather have. But anyways, James Cuff 16 Win. Anyways, folks, it's been a lovely show. I appreciate everybody supporting right now.
Please about the women.
Please go support RCM Football right now. We are live premiering a video of the football news roundup. So appreciate everybody. We'll see you there. We'll see you tomorrow at 2:15 p.m. UK. Take care.
How are the lads?